CISA and Total Sports Running Stability and Strength class. Okay, I hope you're all doing well today. For our program today, all you're going to need is your own body weight and then a reliable or sturdy chair or bench or couch, anything that you can use to step onto or sit down on. Okay, so just to get us started, we're going to start off with some mobility. Okay, so we can start on the ground. Okay, you're going to lie down on the floor. You're going to pull your one knee into your chest. Okay, tuck your chin in, and we're just extending the leg all the way up, flexing your toes back and relaxing down. So extending up, flex your toes and down. We're going to do 10 per side. Okay, so to hug your knee as close to your chest as you can the whole time. And we're just extending the leg, lengthening the hamstring, going through as much range as you can. Okay, it should be 10. Changing sides, same thing, extending as far as you can, flexing your toes back towards your face. Okay, the next one, still staying on the ground. I want you to keep your one leg bent. Okay, push your lower back into the ground, and then your other leg you're going to raise straight up as far as you can. Again, going through as much range as possible. We're doing 10 reps, slow and controlled. A nice tension in the top of the hamstring as you get to the end. And change sides. Five. And 10. Okay, then extending your legs out, take your arms out to the side in the T position. We're doing lower back rotation, so take your one foot towards your opposite hand, trying to keep the opposite shoulder flat on the floor. Okay, back to the middle, and then other foot towards your opposite hand, and back to the middle. We're just going to do 5 on each side. Just loosening up the lower back. And 5. Okay, from there you're going to bring your heels towards the bum, the toes up. Okay, brace your core nice and tight, push your lower back into the ground. From there you're driving through your heels into the floor, squeezing your hips up and down. Okay, focus on squeezing your glutes, raising your hips up as high as you can, keeping your core braced nice and tight so that you don't arch into your back. Okay, it's 5, we're going for 10 reps. Good. Okay, then coming up into a 4-point position. Okay, so with your hands beneath your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. We're going to go into hip circles. Okay, so keeping your core braced nice and tight so your hips don't rock about. Bring your one knee up. You're going to squeeze your glute, kicking back, rotating to the side, and then bring around a nice big circle. Kick back, rotate, and around, nice big circle. Okay, we're going to do 5 on each side. That's 3. And 5. Okay, same thing on the other side. Try and explore as much hip range as you have. So extending all the way back, rotate, and around, nice big circle. And 5. Okay, from there we're going to go into a pike to pigeon pose. So with your hands on the floor, you're going to go up into a pike position. So almost like a downward dog, pushing your heels towards the ground, hit through your shoulders. Then bring your one leg forward, bring your one knee towards that side's hand, and the other foot towards that hand. Okay, push your hips back, and let your chest come over. We're going to hold that for 3 seconds. And relax, coming out. Other side, bring the knee forward, foot towards that hand, and pushing your hips back, chest over. Hold for 3 seconds. Okay, we're doing 5 per side in total. Feel that stretch right into the glutes. Okay, this is 3. Just slow and controlled. We're going for our last one per side. Should feel the hips opening up or loosening up a little bit. Alright, then coming up to standing, and just stand up nice and wide with your feet facing forward. You're going to push your hips back into the one side, keeping your knee facing towards your toe, chest up. Okay, coming back to the middle, squatting down into your other side, and coming up. Make sure you're not lifting your heel or going onto your toes, so keep pushing your bum back. Okay, we're doing 5 per side. That's 2. Yeah, try and get as low as you can. Okay, from there we're going to go into a knee hug and a lunge with a rotation at the bottom. Okay, so hug your one knee into your chest, lunging forward, reaching up, hand down, and twist towards the side of the front knee. Okay, and then stepping back. Other side, knee hug, lunging forward, reach up, hand down, and retwisting to the side. Okay, we're doing 5 per side in total. Nice stretch in the back hip flexor. Now get as much rotation into your mid upper back as you can. Okay, going for our last one. Okay, and then our last part of the warm-up. Feet hip distance apart, toes pointing straight or slightly out. We're going to 10 bodyweight squats. So pushing your hips back into your heels, knees out towards your toes, hands up, keeping your chest up, and standing up. And try and sit as low as you can, keeping your core tight, chest up. Going for 10 in total, 4 more. And 10. Okay. Right, should be warmed up by now. We're going to go into our first set of stability exercises. So your first one, you're just going to need a wall, like I have over here. Okay, it's called wall glutes. So we're going to take your one knee closer to the wall, and you're going to press it firmly into that wall. If you want, you can use a pillow or cushion in between your knee and the wall. It's a bit hard. Okay, pressing firmly into the wall. Your standing leg, make sure that that knee is in line with the knee on the wall. Okay. Then keeping your lower back nice and straight. Okay. Pushing your hips back, and you reaching forward with your hands, getting a stretch in the hamstring of the standing leg, and you keep pressing this knee into the wall. So you're squeezing this glute to press into the wall, and you're squeezing this glute to make sure you stand nice and straight. Okay, and squeezing your hips forward. So it's hinging your hips back, reaching forward, and squeezing your hips forward. Okay, keep pressing firmly to the wall. We're doing 10 per side. Okay. Going for 1. 4. Make sure that you don't start rounding your back like that. So make sure that your lower back's nice and straight. 6. 9, last one, and 10. Should feel a bit of a burn in the glutes. Okay, changing sides, other knee into the wall. Okay, press nice and firmly, hinging your hips back and reaching forward. 10 reps. And last one. Okay, good job. Our second exercise is going to be a clock lunge. Okay, so that means we're lunging in 4 different directions, focusing on each time sitting back into your hips, okay, using the glutes to stabilize and making sure that your stationary knee is staying directly in line with your toes. Okay, so for the clock lunge, I'll just take you through one example. First one's going to be a forward lunge. So lunging forward, back knee down, drive back up using the front leg. Try not to put it down on the ground if you can. Going to the side, toes pointing forward, back into your hips, back into the middle, reverse lunge, back into the middle, and then a curtsy lunge going behind the front leg, but still keeping your knee nice and straight, and back to the middle. Okay, that's one round, and we're doing 4 rounds of that per leg. So forward lunge, going to a side lunge, going to a reverse lunge, and a curtsy lunge. That's one. And for each time sitting back into that hip, getting the glutes activated. Three, last one. Nice. Okay, other side. So same scenario, going into a forward lunge, back to the middle, side lunge, back to the middle, reverse lunge, and a curtsy lunge. Okay, 3 more rounds. And make sure your knees staying nice and straight, pointing towards your toes. And last round. And relax. Okay, well done. That's 1 set done. We're going to do 1 more set of those 2 exercises. Okay, so going back to your wall glutes. Take your closest knee to the wall, press it firmly into the wall. Okay, so extend rotating at the hip. This leg slightly bends, lower back straight, hinging your hips back, and reaching forward. And squeezing your hips forward. It's 2. Make sure you're still getting that full hip hinge back as far as you can. Three more. And last one. Good. Keep burning quite a bit again. Okay, other side. Knee into the wall, in line with this knee. Chest out, core tight, hinging at the hips. And reaching forward. That's 1 rep. Keep pressing your closest leg to the wall firmly into the wall. last one. Good. Okay, great job. We're going to our last round of clock lunges. Okay. So start with the forward lunge, back to the middle, side lunge, back to the middle, reverse lunge, back to the middle, and a curtsy lunge. 3 more rounds. And last one. Good. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Forward lunge, back into the hip. Side lunge, back into the hip. Reverse lunge, back into this hip. And a curtsy lunge. Again, back to the hip. Okay. 3 more. And for our last round. Good, and relax. Right, have a bit of a break, grab a sip of water. We're going to one more stability oriented set. Okay, you're going to need your chair or step or bench. Anything approximately knee height. Okay, if you feel stronger, you can go a little bit lower. If you don't feel as strong, go a little bit higher, add a cushion or something to moderate the height. Okay, so we're doing a single leg sit to stand. You're going to stand just in front of the chair or bench. Okay, from there you're standing on your one leg. You're going to focus on pushing your hips back, slowly sitting back into your hips, controlling yourself down onto the bench, keeping your knee nice and straight, in line with your second toe. Okay, so from standing, slowly controlling down onto the step, and then from this position, you're going to drive through your glutes and hamstrings, drive yourself up and stand up. Okay, all on your one leg. We're going to go for 10 of those on each leg. So slowly controlling down and standing up. Make sure that you're coming to full extension at the top, so you're squeezing your hips all the way forward. That's 4. And make sure your knee is not falling in, keeping it nice and straight. 7. 9, last one, and 10. Okay. On the other side, same thing. You can also focus on pushing your big toe firmly to the ground, so you maintain a nice arch in your foot. Okay, sitting slowly back into the hips and standing up. And control it all the way back into your hip, so you want as much control as you can. Controlling through as much range as possible. And 10. Okay, then we're going to go onto the floor again. Getting quite sweaty. Okay, going for our hamstring walkouts. So for this, you're going to go to almost bridge position. So your heels are nice and close to your bum, toes up off the floor. Take your hands across your chest. From there, you're going to brace your core tight, squeeze your hips up, and then we're slowly walking one heel out at a time, further away from your body. Okay, all the way until near full extension, and then walking your heels all the way back towards your bum. Okay, that's one rep. The whole time focus on not letting your hips rotate side to side and not letting your hips fall down. So keep squeezing your bum up the whole time and keep your hips as level as you can as you walk out and back. Also make sure that your toes don't start pointing out to the sides, biasing the one part of your hamstring. Make sure they stay nice and straight. Okay, we're going to go out and back 8 times. So raising your hips up and we're slowly walking out and walking back in. And walking out, keep squeezing your hips up. That's 2. 3. 4. We're halfway. Keep that core nice and tight, hips as stable as you can. That's 6, last 2. And last one. Squeeze the hips up. Alright, and relax. Nice, feel felt your hamstrings working quite a bit there, especially towards the end of range. Alright, we're going to do one more set of those 2. So we're going back to the single leg sit to stands. Okay, so again, push your big toe into the floor, nice and hard. Sitting back into your hips, controlling down and driving up, extending the hip at the top. As you get more tired, make sure that your knee doesn't start falling in. Okay, make sure it's tracking nice and straight. And you're still controlling all the way down until you touch the seat. Okay, I've got 4 more. Good. Okay, changing to the other side. Standing on one leg, pushing your bum back, controlling down, driving up. Keep that knee nice and straight, chest up, sitting back into your hip. That's 8, last 2. And 10. Great job. Alright, we're going back to the floor. Last set of hamstring walkouts. Okay, so remember, heels close to your bum. Brace your core tight. From there, hands across your chest. Squeeze the hips up. And we're slowly walking our heels out, away from your body. Keeping your hips up and nice and stable. That's 1. 2. 'So make sure the toes don't start splaying out. Just keep them nice and straight. Okay, that's 4. You're going to keep the core tight, keep squeezing from the glutes, so that your lower back doesn't take any strain. That's 5. 3 more. And last one. And relax. Alright, great work. Grab some water. Alright, so from there we're going to go into our last strength set. We're going to work on a bit of calf strength endurance. So the first one we're going to do is nice and easy, a single leg calf raise. You can use the wall if you need for a little bit of support, or a fixed object like a big pot plant if you have, or you can just do it freestanding if you are very comfortable with single leg stability. Okay, so for example, I'll be up against the wall and just standing on your one leg, just with a soft knee. From there, we're pushing through your big toe into the floor. Make sure you're keeping your arch nice and strong. You raise it all the way up as high as you can, and slowly controlling down. As high as you can, slowly controlling down. Make sure that your arch of your foot is not collapsing in like that as you come up, and your ankle is not rotating as you come up. So you want to keep it as straight as you can. Okay, so let's go for 12 calf raises on the one leg. That's 4. 6. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. Controlling through the full range. You're going to just let your heel drop. And 12. Okay, same thing on the other leg. Pushing through your big toe, firmly into the floor, controlling down. Going for 9. Make sure your ankle is not turning out or rotating. 11, and last one, 12. Okay, second movement for this set. You're going to be up against the wall again. We're going to go into a wall sit. Okay, so you will feel your quads working quite a bit, but we're also working on the lower calf muscles. Okay, so sitting up against the wall with your knees at about 90 degrees, and your ankles directly below your knees. Okay, push your lower back into the wall, and from there we're doing alternating heel raises. Okay, so you're coming up onto your toes on the one leg, control down, and other leg up, control down. Okay, we can do 15 per leg. Yes, that's 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Okay, again, you're not just slamming your heel down, you're controlling it slowly down. Okay, that's 6, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9. Now if you have quad burning, 12, 12, 13, 13. Try and focus on keep rising up the heel as high as you can and controlling down. Last one per leg, and relax. Okay, you can do that one more time. So back to your pot plant or wall. Okay, and we're doing standing single leg calf raises. So pushing your big toe into the floor, heel up and controlling down. Keep pushing firmly into the floor, rising up as high as you can, and controlling down. Last one on this leg, and change sides. This is one of the exercises that will often be neglected. I think that the muscles are not as important. That often results in lots of injuries to this area. So make sure that you keep doing your calf raises regularly throughout your running. Okay, 2 more. 10. Okay. And then last one, a wall sit. Okay, so knees directly above your ankles, 90 degrees, lower back into the wall, and we're doing alternating heel raises. So one up, other one up, and controlling down each time. That's 8. Eleven, 4 more each leg. And last one, and relax. Great job. Okay, we got one more set. It's going to be more core oriented. So the first one is going to be a side plank with a leg raise. Okay, so you've got 2 options here. The easy option will be with your bottom leg bent, okay, and the knee on the floor, and then a straight line between your bottom knee, your hip, and your elbow on the floor. Okay, keeping your hips squeezed forward. The harder version will be the bottom leg also straight, okay, and the top leg stacked upon the bottom leg. And again, straight line between your ankle, your knee, and your hip. Okay, so either option, you're going to raise your hips up, whether it's like this or like this, okay. And then with your top leg, you bring it slightly behind your midline. Okay, so make sure it's not coming in front of you. You're slightly behind your midline, and we're raising it up, controlling down, raising it up, and controlling down. Okay, so we're going to do 10 reps per leg. It's 2, raising it up as high as you can, and controlling down. Make sure that it's staying just slightly behind your midline. Your hips are staying squeezed forward. Okay, so you're not letting the top leg come in front of your body like that. Okay, it's 6. And last one, 10. Keep changing sides. Okay, so top leg behind your midline, raising up and down. And last one, 10. Okay, last exercise is going to be a fury plank with an alternating limb lift. So fury plank, meaning that your hands are beneath your shoulders, okay, and your knees are directly beneath your hips. From there you bring your knees just off the ground, bracing your core nice and tight, keeping your hips stable, and then one at a time we're going to be extending one limb up, holding for about 2 seconds, changing to the other side, down, and then kicking one leg back, hold for 2 seconds, back to the middle, kick the other leg back, hold for 2 seconds, and back. Okay, so that's 1 rep. We're going to do 5 of those. Okay, so core nice and tight, hips as stable as you can, raising one arm up, make sure your hips aren't twisting, keep them as stable as you can. Other arm, one leg, other leg, One arm, other arm. One leg, squeeze the glute, kicking back. Other leg. One arm, other arm. Squeeze the glute, kick back. Got 2 more rounds. Keep the hips as stable as you can. The core brace nice and tight. Last round, hang in there. And last one, kick back, and control back, and relax. Well done. Okay, we're almost there, got one more set of that, and then we are done. Okay, so going back into a side plank. I'm staying with the easier version. Knee in line with your hip and your elbow. Top leg behind your midline, and we're raising the leg up and controlling down. Seven, we have 3 more. And last one, 10. Good, changing sides. Okay, knee in line with your hip and your elbow, hip squeeze forward, top leg just behind your midline, squeezing it up. And last one, 10. Okay, our last exercise for the day. Going back to the fury plank with alternating limb lifts. Okay, 5 rounds again. If you get tired in your shoulders or your arms during the 5 reps, you can come down, rest a little bit, and then go up again and complete the reps. Okay, so hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Hips as stable as you can. Take your one arm up, down, other arm up, and down. Kick the one leg back, down, other leg back, and down. Each time holding at the end for about 2 seconds. That's 2. Keep the hips stable, core nice and tight. Squeeze the glutes kicking back. That's 4 rounds, we're going for our last one. And relax. Whew. Got quite tiring towards the end there. Okay. Well done guys, thank you very much for joining. Okay, hope you enjoyed it, found some new exercises to add into your routine. Okay, keep strong, keep running, nice early morning runs. If you want more information or if you'd like to contact us in regards to running strength training or running online coaching, please contact me at dleith@cisa.com. Thank you, have a great day.